Welcome back for episode 10 of Pro Audio Deal or Disaster, the series where we look at Facebook Marketplace listings and talk about the gear, the asking prices, and share stories.
Welcome to Storytellers.
About our experiences with this stuff in the past. I've been really enjoying reading your responses on these videos and learning from your stories too, so keep leaving those thoughts in the comments below. You can support these videos by either joining the channel here or on Patreon. I've made it as cheap as possible, and thank you so much to these folks on screen right now for all of the support. We've got another Crest Century console listing here, but this one's unique, and the price, you're gonna have to tell me what you think about that. But other than the price, this looks really cool. This is a Century LMX, the monitor console, made into a table. And the way they've done it, it looks like it's about coffee table height.
Probably about the same height. In
these pictures. And the console is no longer functional, it says, and they're not super clear, but they say it uses the external power supply. It sounds like it's using the original external power supply, but some of the console internals are no longer there maybe, or no longer functional. It's hard to know from the listing exactly what they did to it, but they've put it into this tray, and they've got a piece of glass that goes on top of it. And yeah, this is probably a pretty big coffee table. So the pedestal can be detached if another height or leg system is required. All the modules can be removed for easier transport and carrying, and the table can be utilized as a coffee table, dining, bar, or specialty display table. And it looks like they've got a little cable cover here for the power coming out. And yeah, all lit up. It looks really nice. That would be huge in a living room, but maybe in, you know, the entrance of an office. You know, I don't think you'd want this at home, but, you know, a sound company or a sound shop or somewhere where you've got like a large seating area or waiting area. This could be pretty interesting, but what do you think about $2,700? For this thing? It's 82 inches wide, 36 inches deep, and 22.5 inches high with the current configuration. And this is made out of MDF, this pedestal, so it's going to be pretty heavy. It's going to be very, very substantial, and they're looking for $2,700 cash. So this is one of the few that I can really ask, do you think this is a deal or disaster? Because the concept is cool. I don't think anybody's going to say this doesn't look cool. But $2,700 for that price, I'd want to know who the artist was that, you know, like I'd want some sort of, you know, paperwork with it or something. But yeah, maybe they're open to deals. I don't know. Figured to have a quick look at this here because I don't know too much about these. Maybe you know more than I do. These are a 10-year-old or so SSL broadcast console, the HD10. This is not the HD10 Plus. This is just the HD10. But shocking to see the price reduction here down to $2,500 for one of these. And that's including, well, here's a video. The frame rate on my screen capture always goes weird with Facebook videos. But this thing looks like it's in beautiful condition and comes with the I/O as well. And $2,500 for anything SSL beyond like a little desktop mixer seems remarkably cheap. If I was anywhere near Phoenix, Arizona, I would probably be considering looking at this in person because that just seems like a great deal. But let me know if you've mixed on these. Are they worth it? They're specifically a broadcast console, so I'm not expecting many of the live sound folks that watch this channel to have time on these, but they look like a great console. You know, 10 years ago, these were getting good reviews, and I'm sure they sound good. SSL does not make bad sounding stuff. So let me know what you think, though. For $2,500 with the I/O, seems interesting. Seems fair anyway to me, but love to hear your thoughts. I've started to see more CL and QL consoles hit the market used at really fair prices. This one's out of Las Vegas, so it's probably done a fair amount of shows, but that shouldn't matter. The folks out there tend to keep their gear very well maintained. Everybody's quite professional, and this is a CL3 in a road case for $12,750. And do you recognize this case from GLP Vegas? I'm sure somebody watching this has probably used this mixer. And yeah, it's surprising to see these come down in price. It feels like they're only a few years old. Obviously, there's a whole new generation of mixers out there now from Yamaha, and these are no longer the latest, greatest thing, but still quite a powerful mixer. And I honestly don't know if I've ever come across a CL or QL mixer that's been poorly maintained. They all, at least the rental stock that I've used in the past, have all been maintained well. So I wouldn't feel bad buying a used one at all. This mixing board probably has a lot of years left in it. And yeah, really nice flight case with the doghouse. This is a completely professional package. And yeah, what do you think about that price? Would you still go in over 10 grand on a CL3 at this point, or would you be looking to get into something newer, spending that kind of money? With the road case and everything set up, obviously a new one would be considerably more for anything at all in this quality and capability. With a full package with the case and the lights and everything, you're going to be spending considerable money anyway. So let me know what you think about a used CL3. They started at $13,500 and they're down to $12,750 within a week. So I'd imagine you'd be able to deal a little better than what they're asking still, but I'd be interested to know what you would pay, what your top number for this would be if you were looking for a mixer of this capability and you were into it. What would you be into it for? Because I'm seeing them coming down pretty swiftly now in price and availability. A lot more of them are being made available as the newer stuff gets out into the field. I love the hotel ballroom carpet. Extra points to whoever recognizes the room or venue that this is in, because I'm sure some of you Las Vegas folks will be able to tell me very quickly. We've got a complete sound system up next for $4,500. All items are in great condition and the Behringer equipment is less than 2 years old. I have priced everything on used equipment, retailers like Reverb and other, and I am offering the package at $2,400 below used market value for all items combined. I will include cables, racks, etc. So we got a Behringer X32 compact. There's an S32 stage box somewhere in the system, a P16D distributor, and cables. House speakers, 2 Bose Panarray 802 Series 4 speakers with original stands, 2 Bose Panarray MB4 200-watt bass speakers. Oh, okay, so, oh boy. So this stuff's just been sat on the floor, no rack case. Floor monitors. There's 2 Yamaha BR12M monitors. Again, just the bog standard Yamaha passive floor monitor, but this time in a 12-inch woofer. And then a custom PA50 speaker, which looks like they might be using this as a front fill or something. But they've got one of these funky karaoke microphone holders and a bunch of, so you get 5 Shure BLX wireless mic receivers and 5 Beta 58 transmitter handhelds and an 844 power distro. Doesn't say what kind of antenna they're using. Those are probably mounted somewhere other than where this rack is. And they'll probably sell all this stuff and forget to take the antennas down, and those will sit up somewhere in the church for years to come. So this would have been a pretty challenging system, I imagine, to get to sound good just by looking at this. You've got these 802s up here in the peak of the ceiling, center mounted. And for amplifiers, we're looking at 2 QSC RMX 2450s and a QSC RMX 850 amp. And this 2450 has been modified with this. The power switch must have gone bad and somebody's gone in and just put in a toggle switch from like Radio Shack. There's the Bose processor there, the speaker processor. So yeah, $4,500 for this whole system, or they've broken out the separate prices. I just think they're going to have trouble shifting that Behringer equipment now that the price on the new stuff has come down. And I think it's always a little tough to shift those Bose Panarray speakers, because the kind of people that buy Bose equipment, in my experience, tend to buy it new. They're not the kind of people that are going to go on Marketplace and, DIY a system out of used equipment. So that could be a struggle to resell those. And those are the most expensive components. Everything else, $150 each on the amplifiers. I don't think they're going to get much for that custom speaker. And I don't think the rest of their prices are outlandish if they're willing to negotiate at all. But I think they will struggle with that mixing board and with those Bose speakers. Let me know what you think. Now I saw this, and even with the equipment on offer, this just shocked me that somebody is offering sound and lights for live bands starting at $225 local. Now, I don't know if this is like a bait and switch and he never charges $225, because if you're providing a sound system and lights for $225, you're crazy. You're losing money. You're financing somebody's gig out of your own pocket. There's no way you could be making anything for your time, and let alone having any sort of insurance. And here's the system. Ooh, this is fantastic in the listing for their services. Can provide sound and lights for any event. And their amp rack here has like a fan from the 90s clipped permanently, it looks like. So I saw this listing, and just very quickly, I just thought it was really funny that they've kept this system in such good condition. It's a Radio Shack like DJ mixer there on top, some Carvin amplifiers with the EQ built in, so you get some EQ for each channel. The Seismic Audio sub, I think, is a bit newer than the rest of this stuff. Serwin Vega tops, and there's a picture here, I think, with the grow cloths on. They don't look terrible. So, just fair play to them for keeping this in such nice condition. This is a lot of years on this system. You can see the Serwin Vegas had a selection for vocal or playback operating modes. And yeah, just thought that was funny that they've kept this system in such good condition for so long, and it would probably fire right up and do, VFW hall gig tomorrow if you needed to. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, Radio Shack mixer. You don't see that every day at all anymore. We've got a classic Facebook sound system listing here. Let's take a look at this one. So we've got an alert here at the top of the listing. I'm looking for a weekend to set my system up so you all can see it, hear it. Details to come. And then it looks just like a price list of what he's got. And we're in trouble because right out of the gates, we've got a Midas M32 that he's asking that 4300 number for. And I'm pretty sure we can go to Sweetwater and buy one of those for $4,000 right now with a warranty and everything. No case. So that must be a heck of a case. DL32, 1500, again with the Gator case. Crown XLS 2502, $600 each. And he's got 4 of those available. Are there any pictures of the Crown amps? There's the Midas in the Gator case, and it's just a standard, Gator case with a small doghouse, nothing outstanding. Okay, so that looks like our amp rack down here. Doesn't look like my screen recording is recording my mouse again, which is frustrating. We've got some lights, American DJ 8-pack of lighting with controller, $700. Speakers, JBL 425, passive speakers, $600 each, and we're looking at 4 of those in this system. This deployment is fantastic, by the way, just right straight across the front, 3 aside, mismatched subs, fantastic. No notes there. Carvin subwoofers, or Caven, as he's calling them, but they're Carvin subwoofers. Upgraded speakers, oh boy, so he's bought the Carvins and then he's opened them up and jimmied with them and put Celestion speakers in them. $600 each, 2 available. I remember their brochures from back in the day, the mail order stuff. They were always fun to look through. So after that, we've got 4 available on the Yamaha BR15M monitor wedges, just standard 15-inch passive monitor wedge. No close-up photos of those. Gator 10 rack unit, 10-space rack case, $300 for a Gator case. Good Lord. Apparently I'm out of touch. Those have got really expensive new. This is an interesting workbox trunk here. I like that it's like a double wide, but it's all one unit with some big drawers. I don't particularly like how the drawers are exposed though. Like it doesn't look like there's a lid you can close over those for putting this into a truck actually. So not actually my favorite design looking at that closer because those would just get destroyed. So yeah, what do you think about that? It's bottom of the listing. Prices vary. We'll discuss on site. So yeah, who knows what this person is actually looking to get for this whole system, or if they're looking to sell it all as one thing. Because I can't imagine if you just messaged them and said, I want to buy 2 of your Crown amplifiers, that they're going to start selling this stuff off piecemeal. But you never know, I guess. These deployments are fantastic. Like, just stack those speakers up on top of the subs, just punishing people with these things. Yeah, 2 aside, just straight up fire them right out there into the seating area. Wow. There are a few more Yamaha consoles here to look at, and I think it's interesting to keep an eye on where these prices are going. This is another one out in Vegas. This is a non-RH PM5D, so no recallable head amps. You see it's got the individual gain controls at the top of every channel, and a beautiful case with a nice big doghouse. That's a proper case there, and otherwise looks like it's in typical good condition for a PM5D, but only $2,000. I find that to be amazing, and I know a lot of people will say these things are dinosaurs, but they are good dinosaurs.
It's a Vegisaurus, Lex Vegisaurus.
They're still usable mixers. So yeah, so there's a PM5D. There's another one here in Virginia for $2,500, and this looks like another non-RH model. It doesn't have any close-up photos, and it doesn't say specifically, but from looking at it, I think this is another non-RH. Works as it should. This comes with 2 power supplies. It's being used as a monitor desk right now in-house. It's never been toured and does not come with a case. So anybody recognize that out of Woodford, Virginia? That's a nice clean PM5D. And then this one single upside-down picture, just amazing. $1,200 only for a Yamaha M7 CL48 channel. And this is just the console, no case, no stage boxes, no cards, but $1,200 in Indianapolis pickup locally. They're saying the cheapest one on eBay is $1,600, and I believe that. And I just find that incredible. These were very expensive when they came out. I remember when some major TV studios that I worked in occasionally had these in their major national broadcast studios, where they would do television shows all day, every day, running through these consoles, and $1,200 for one. I remember when this console actually came out, or around the time that these were really popular, I bought a used 01V96 for $1,200, and I thought that was a crazy good deal at the time. And to see an M7 CL48 for only $1,200 just blows my mind. I'm sure a lot of you will think that's too much money for an M7, but it's just that's a lot of mixing board. Again, for a monitor desk for a small club or a church or something, that is a very, very capable board for $1,200. Just incredible. Do another quick group of consoles here. This is interesting to see these starting to pop up. There's a Midas Pro X, and this is a Control Center TP Pro Series console, and this one is in a very nice case. It looks brand new, frankly. This doesn't look like it has hardly ever been used. Maybe there's a little bit of use. I don't know. Barely looks like it's been touched. The case looks fresh as can be. The screens look good. See, at $25,000 for that one. And then we've got this older Midas Pro 2C bundle, and this is the console, a DL251 mix rack, and a Clark DN9650 Dante interface for $5,850 for the whole setup. So let's take a look here at the pictures and see what we've got. Yeah, it just looks like a well-used Pro 2C bundle. Nice stage box, dual power supplies on those, of course. So yeah, and there's the Dante Network bridge from Clark Technic. So that's an interesting little package for under $6,000. That's considerable savings, but what do you think about a used Pro 2C going into 2025? Obviously, this person here probably loved this and has decided it's time to get rid of it. Let's see what the listing says. It was purchased new for a church installation. Everything has been installed in the rack and maintained through the years, so that's cool. It hasn't been traveled with. Console has been gone through and all sticky faders have been replaced. That's nice. And it was in perfect working condition when removed. The listing includes the console, the mix rack, 48 inputs, 16 outputs, the DN9650 network bridge with the Dante 64 network card installed. And they're saying the Clark Dante setup alone sells for roughly $3,000 new. I'm happy to send additional photos or videos upon request. Currently listed for $5,850 on Gear Exchange. Make an offer. So fair pricing, and again, a ton of console for the money. I think if you told anybody who bought one of these packages new that they'd be selling for anywhere close to $5,000, you know, that would have been a shock when these were going new, but that's the way it goes with everything, especially digital consoles. They age very quickly. And then we've got a Pro 1, with a video that's struggling to play in my screen capture thing. Let's just have a look. So this one, again, is in a nice road case. The case looks like it's in great condition. More case. So they've taken a blurry video of the console showing that it works, and it does look like it all is booting there. Got a screen protector on it still, and yeah, there it goes. It boots, and the rest of the photos are of the case. No trades. Definitely don't want any trades. Like new condition. It's Midas Pro 1. Used one time as a demo to Ohio University. Prices for the board only. I have the rack mountable 151 and 152 stage boxes also. Okay, so you get the case. Yeah, so $4,800 for a Midas Pro 1 that's only been used one time for a demo, allegedly, and comes with a case. What do you think about that? I've never been a Midas Pro series fan myself just because I've never had much time on them. Just not something that the folks I work for and work with used. And I know other people that do have them or have had them in the past, absolutely loved them and swore by them, and have, you know, since moved on to other things as time has passed. But what do you think going into 2025 on any of these? The Pro 1, the Pro 2C bundle, or the Pro X for a lot of money? I think that's a whole different league. But the Pro 2C bundle, you know, that's a lot. Again, a lot of features there with the Dante setup for the money, but I'd be interested to know what you think about buying either the Pro 1 or Pro 2, relying upon that as your main console, or, you know, expecting to do maintenance on it and get parts in the future. That's always going to be something that's up for debate, and it's going to highly depend on your comfort level, you know, doing repairs and things like that. So let me know. I'm looking forward to talking to you all in the comments below.